A very good morning to all the IC Tales listeners. Hope you all are having a great day. My name is Shruthee and I'll be the host for this interview. So today we have with us Mr. Rithik. He's a content creator and he creates content on literally anything you name it, be it food, lifestyle, travel, fitness, and many more. Today we'll get an insight into his journey of how he became a successful content creator, keeping in mind that consistency is key. So hi sir, how are you and how does it feel to be here?
Hi, it's really good. So excited to be a part of this interview. Um, so how are you? You tell me that.
I'm fine, sir. I'm doing great. Glad
Great.
we had the opportunity to, interview you.
That's my pleasure. So it's really interesting to get, you know, new content creators on board every day. I see so many people coming into the platform, having so much of dreams with them. So I think we better get started.
Yeah, okay. So first, we already know that you're a content creator and all that, but we would like to know more about yourself from you. So how does it feel to be a content creator? What is the actual experience? Can you give us the insights?
So being a content creator is something exciting thing that I would say. Every content creator who starts the journey, be it Instagram or be it YouTube, um, they all come up with a lot of dreams. Like I should show this particular food, I should show this particular shop
Yeah,
to others, and main thing is getting a lot of followers and everything.
yeah,
So my journey till now has been very supportive with my friends, I would say. So the people who are around us, who help us a lot, let it be your
yeah,
family or let it be your friends, they are very important, I would say. So my journey till now, if you ask me, it's been a roller coaster ride.
yeah.
So there were so many ups, there were so many downs. I would say it's a kind of a journey which will be very exciting for everyone.
Yeah. So, with that reminds me of my next question. So, how did it all start? When did you create your Instagram page, and where do you draw all these ideas for your content?
Okay, so I started in 2018, maybe 18, yeah, 18. I started this page. So um, we used to do a food festival that's called Aharotsava in Freedom Park, which happens every year.
Okay.
So I was present over there as a volunteer. So there were my friends, Joe seniors, we tell them, no, who were in food bloggers or people who were already into Instagram in 2015, 16, those people.
Yeah.
So we saw them. They told us, why don't you start a page? And I said, like, no, I'm not interested to click a photo or do a video. I'll just go eat, enjoy, and come back. And then Sihi Kahi, sir, Chandru sir saw me once and he said, like, you have good photography skills. So I was basically a candid photographer at that time as a
Okay.
passion. And he said, why don't you do it? And my friends, Mr. Naveen Suresh, Bangalore Epicure, he was a pillar of support to me. Um, and they all supported me and said, like, no, no, you should start a page. And to be very frank, I literally didn't knew how to use Instagram. I'll be very honest. Only social media that I knew that time was Facebook. So I came back home. I told my wife, the people are telling to do this. My wife said, you should do it when everyone is doing it.
Yeah, of
And
course.
to be very frank, my wife was the one who taught me how Instagram works. And it all started like, what name should I keep? Something interesting. So one of my very close friend who's a lawyer. So my page was first named as Food Bureau of India.
Okay.
So he gave the name and we started a page. And then the journey started and it just took off from there.
So, what all these stories are very interesting to know, the name, the Bureau of Food and all that. So, from your story, I can, we can sense that, consistency is key and that everybody has a hard past. So, what kept you going, when you lacked motivation to make content?
So the motivation which kept me going is one, my wife. I would say,
Of course.
she used to say, go explore, explore, explore. And my friends. So I had a lot of foodie friends with
Yeah.
me. So if you see, we just wanted content. We just
Yeah.
wanted content. We wanted to people to see. So those time in 2018 or 19, reels was not there. It was only post or a video.
Yeah.
So we used to click photos. The most interesting thing is when I click a photo, it should be very natural. It should look so realistic. It should look so, the moment I see the food, I should feel that craving in me. Like I should go and have this idli, dosa, whatever it is. So um, we were so adamant. So if I used to, if I want to tell you the schedule that I used to follow, it was really a tiring schedule that I used to have. So that there was nothing like motivation. We had friends who used to push us. We used to create groups. We used to call up morning 4 o'clock in the morning, like get ready, get ready. We need to go, we need to go.
Yeah.
And we used to go on in the car or take two-wheeler, go explore places, come back, get the content ready, post it on time. So friends and families were the only motivation that I always had. And main thing that the moment you get into a pace where you start getting likes, where you
Yeah.
start getting followers, that also motivates you to go, do more, let's go extra mile.
Yeah. So it is very relatable because, for you to become a content creator, it is very important for your surroundings also to be very supportive and especially interested to, film with you and all that. Because when I was young, I had this, urge to become a content creator, but my surrounding, no, not in, they were not, I won't say they weren't supportive, but, they weren't interested that much. And, everyone is different. So, yeah. So, is there any interesting story from which you learned, or, you must have had a lot of experience with one each in review or any other content that you're doing. So, is there anything interesting or something from which you learned something? Could you share with us?
See, learning is something that a person gets. So I would say that when you start something, you may not be a perfectionist in it. So if you
Of
want to
course.
become perfect in any job, you have to keep on doing it.
Yes.
So the only thing is, like as you are telling, when I was a kid, there used to be a channel called TLC, Travel Leisure, some kind of a channel where we used to see people who used to come eat. They used to do a video on it, and I used to ask, my dad, like, does this guy get paid? He eats so much. Does he really get paid? My dad said, yeah, obviously he gets paid by the channel. Are you serious? Yeah. So he gets paid only for eating. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I when you said, I just remember that point. And when it comes to learning, is anything that you do consistent, whether you're so consistent on anything, you keep on doing it, you will learn so many things that you will have to implement as time goes by. Learning that I got is when I see someone else video, though I am a content creator from past many years, when I see some video, I also think I should do a video like this.
Yeah.
Let us try to do a video like this, especially the reels. When
Yeah.
Instagram bought the reels, to be very frank, I was a little shy. And I came late into reels, to be very frank. I came very late. My friends used to tell, do a video, do a video. I used to tell, Arey, nahi yaar, this is all time pass. But then later on, I realized that, reels are something that will, push up your profile, and people are much more interested after TikTok got removed from India. So learning is reels taught me a lot, how to shoot, how to edit. And to be very frank, see, there are so many people in the community who will not let you know the trade secrets.
Exactly.
But I would say that friends who are with me, who used to tell, do like this, shoot in this angle, shoot in that angle. Why don't you take a shot which is very realistic, dolly zoom in or zoom out, and then YouTube was our college where we learned everything, and YouTube helped us to know how to edit, how to do this and all. And secondly, one learning that I also learned is that, to be very frank, I'll be very honest. This started as a passion. The blogging started as a passion, but now it has end up to a place where you start earning a lot of money, and many people start recognizing you. And sometimes you will also see people who make it as a full-time job, where they quit their job and they start earning a
Yeah.
lot of money from it. So as I say, though I am working from Monday to Friday in a corporate company,
Okay.
Saturdays and are exclusively kept only for my
Okay.
videos.
Okay. So, with what you said, it is actually, sometimes we can take inspiration from other videos, and it's really important to be on trend, literally every month there's a trend on, food lifestyle and on everything. So how do you manage with all those, and how do you do your research work? In your Instagram page, I saw that uh like everything was updated, like even the food, right from the electronics and everything. So can you explain, give us an insight about your research experience?
So I'll tell you from the day one that I moved from Food Bureau of India to WhatsApp India. See, when I started with Food Bureau of India, it was exclusively only food. And like last year, when I saw there were so many food bloggers
Yeah.
who are covering the same food, and there I had to think something like, why don't I move outside food?
Yeah.
And when I started to put videos which were related to style, uh, I know few followers who are following me from day one till here, and they commented or they DM'd me telling like, sir, your page name is Food Bureau of India and you're putting textile, jewelry and all. Then it's like I decided that the market is very big,
Big.
and food blogging is something that everyone is concentrating on. And now what happens ultimately when there are huge resource for bloggers, obviously the demand for food blogging may go
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
So then I moved out, and I started doing videos for textile industries, jewelries, electronics. I started even fitness. So many things were in my plate. Lifestyle. I mean, what do you call that? Travel and tourism. And the moment I moved out of food, but food is still my basic. The
Yeah.
moment I moved out, I saw literally a huge growth in my followers, in my reach, my professional dashboard. So my professional dashboard used to be 2 million, 3 million somewhere. Now it's around like 20 million, 25 million that I always
Oh
maintain.
my God.
New set of followers, new projects, new clients, and you tend to learn a lot. The most important thing is uh, shooting a food content in a restaurant is completely different. Shooting a textile business is completely different. A jewelry business is completely different. Then you open up your brain and you start doing many things.
Yeah. So thanks for that insights. And also, as you said before, you got recognized in a crowd, and for everybody that is like a fan moment. We all would
Mhm.
have been dreamt of like some being famous and being recognized and all that. So how was that experience? And do you feel that you've accomplished what you want in your life?
The first question about the fame or the selfie that they take, there are two ways, I'll tell you. One is some people just walk up and tell like, sir, you put videos, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes. They will not know the name, but they'll just know the face that I have seen this guy somewhere. And they may take a selfie. And the other opposite weird factor is, imagine I'm sitting and eating in a highway restaurant. Some old guy will start like, he'll stare at
Yeah.
me. I don't understand why he's staring, but in his head he's thinking like, I've seen this guy somewhere. I've seen this guy somewhere.
Yeah.
It makes you feel little awkward. Like, why
Yeah.
is he staring at me? And my wife tells this guy is staring at you, this lady is staring at you, this girl is staring at you. And then while going, they give you a smile. And that's like, wow, people recognize me
Yeah.
wherever I go. Main thing is I was little shy to show my face, and as my friend said, no, no, you have to show your face. And people started to, when I go to malls or theaters where there's a lot of people, any function, people recognize me and tell, sir, I've seen you somewhere. YouTube, you put videos in YouTube, Instagram, right? Like, ha, yes, yes, yes. And that's something like a fan moment that you get, and they take a selfie from you. So accomplishment, like there's still more to do.
Yeah, of
Sky
course.
is the limit. So there is like too many things to achieve. Like when somebody asks me like how many brands you have worked with, I would openly say I would have worked with 50 to 100 brands till now. And so many things there are still. You will take a lot of time. Everything will not happen like over
Yeah,
the night.
yeah.
Accomplishment take time, but you have to be very patient and get it done.
It really shows that everybody has to start at one point, definitely.
Exactly.
And, consistency again is the key. And in the current generation, there are a lot of content creators, especially in the city of Mumbai, Mumbai and Chennai, and Bangalore actually, because there are, every teenagers, every, adults are, it's becoming a trend. This whole content creation, the concept is becoming a trend. So for, the upcoming content creators who thinks that they can't do it, what would you like to say?
See, there is nothing that you can't do it.
Yes.
So I would say something. 3.5 months back, I was 116 kgs,
Okay.
and now I am 85, and I
Okay.
am 34 years old. So if you see my day schedule, it will be very hectic. So morning I wake up at 7 or 6 o'clock, 6 to 8 I work out. 8 o'clock I come back to my home, get ready, go to office. 6 o'clock I log out. 6:30 I come home. 6:30 to 9 o'clock I again work out. I come back to home, edit videos, give voiceover, have dinner, spend time with my wife and my family, and then I sleep. So there is nothing like you cannot achieve anything. There's nothing that you cannot achieve. Take it as a challenge, I would say. As you said, like everybody has to start. To be very frank, the future is with digital marketing. Remember, this influencer marketing is going to boom up big time because I don't know. This may look weird. Maybe down the line, 10 years, there will be no TVs. Everything will be your mobile phone.
Yeah.
Everything will be your mobile phone. Your Instagram, your YouTube. I do not watch TV. To be very honest, I do not watch news. Very rarely, I just come. My dad will be, when I have dinner for 10-15 minutes, there'll be some news channel which will be running. So everything I see is my phone. So I get newsletters in my mobile. I just read what is the headlines, something like that. People will not have time to sit and watch TVs and all those things in the next down the line 10, 15 years.
So with what you said, it is actually relatable because when I was small, I used to watch, cartoons and televisions and all that. As soon as I got a phone and, when I got the Prime and Hotstar, whenever I start eating, I just take my iPad and watch it, There was no source, like I didn't feel the urge to even watch TV. So it's scary how, everything can become digital, but at the same time, it gives us a lot of opportunity too. So, my
Exactly.
last question is that do you think, being a successful content creator, do you think this profession can be suitable for all ages? And do you think it's sustainable? Like, even when you're aged 50, you'll be able to do this?
See, I would say age is not a factor for
Okay.
this. Even you're 50 years, 60 years old, until you are capable of going out and shooting really good content and doing it, I would say good. Secondly, I would give a piece of advice to all the bloggers, the budding bloggers who are coming in, is that first get a full-time job
Yeah.
and start this as a side hustle. See, end of the day, I would say very clearly is that you start earning money. I know people who earns Saturday, Sunday, they go out, they shoot and they come back. they do 60,000, 50,000 in 2 days.
Yeah.
There are times where I do earn more than that in 2 days. But your main job that you work 9 to 5 is something should be your bread and butter.
Yeah.
Why? There are two things. Let me tell you very clearly. Tomorrow, if your Instagram account gets hacked, you cannot do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
This is something that is very important. So a piece of advice is don't stick with this. Keep this as a side hustle.
Yeah.
So what I do, Monday to Friday I work, or Monday to Saturday I work, Saturday, Sundays I keep it only for my shoots. And then second piece of advice that I would give is do not stick yourself only with reels. Go out, explore with your friends. Your family, friends are also important. That is something that you need to look into. So I have seen many people who are stuck only with reels. Then
Yes.
they just forget that they have friends, they have family, and all those things. Your family is very important first. Concentrate on that. Reels, that particular restaurant will be there even after 2 years. You can go and shoot.
Yeah.
That is very, very important. Second thing is don't, I'll tell you what, don't make a cocoon to yourself and stay inside that. Explore new things, start doing new things which people have not done. For example, many of us do not know that you can also edit videos in CapCut. So if you ask me, there are so many DMs that I get, sir, how do you edit? What light? I know fellow bloggers who ask me, what light do you use? How do you edit? What are the camera settings that you use? What angle do you shoot? What is the aperture that you use? So I say I don't shoot in DSLR. All I shoot is in my iPhone, and that too it's iPhone 13, not Pro or Max or anything it is. So there are so many tips that are there when it comes to shooting, lighting, and everything. Voiceover, that's very important. The more local voiceover that you give, the local language that you use will help you to reach more heights. So for example, I see many bloggers who are uh, even though they know Kannada, they only speak in English in voiceovers. So
Yeah.
what happens is your audience will not tend to grow as much as you expect when
Yeah.
you do not have the local touch in yourself. Second tip I would give for any bloggers who are starting is start covering local content, street food content that is always evergreen, and it will give you a lot of reach. Let me be
Yeah.
very clear. Do not try to cover any hi-fi places. So if you see my profile, you will see a lot of idli sambar vadas only.
Yeah.
So idli sambar vada dosa is something that attracts a lot of followers,
Yeah.
a lot of reach. So try to cover local restaurants in different places. Second thing is start going out of your particular city and cover different places. So I see many bloggers like Vivek, Ashwin. What they do is they go out of Bangalore, they go to Tumkur, they go to Shimoga, they go to Hassan, Chikballapur. So many places they go. They have gone. North Karnataka, all these places, and they have covered. And it's really an exciting journey that you do. Last but not least, you tend to eat a lot.
Yeah.
Keep a
Of
eye on
course.
your health. Check on your health is very important. Like I still remember when I hit 116 kgs, I was able to feel the pain in my knees. And I went to the doctor. Like, doctor, I'm getting knee pain, and he said, like, what's your weight and age? I said, like, I'm 34. I'm getting pain 116 kgs. Like, you're too hefty. You have to reduce. And that is the time I like decided, like, no more eating outside a lot. So even now, I go to blogs, any restaurant, I limit myself. So what I do is I go afternoon to the shoot. Morning I'll not eat. I'll be fasting. Afternoon I'll eat, and night I'll just have one or two fruits and I'll sleep. So that in the
So
afternoon I can eat whatever I want.
yeah. So with that, we come to the end of the session, sir. Thank you so much for, agreeing to do this. And actually, the session is very, very informative. I'm a person who lives in Chennai, and, I love Bangalore dosas more than what they have here in Chennai. So obviously, stick to the basic. And also, we all, you made us understand that you don't need much to, start. You don't need fancy equipments. You don't need fancy, friends or uh, lightings or anything. You just have to start somewhere. And the fear of being judged, what people might think about our content has to go. And I personally feel that you should start making videos like this, suggesting tips and tricks, because it was very informative for me.
No, I get a lot of DMs asking like, what do you do? How do you handle your time? So, uh, as I said, like I used to wake up in the beginning days. I used to wake up 5:30 in the morning. Go. I used to go in formals. Trust me, I used to go in formals.
Oh,
People used to ask, who's this guy wearing a formal and doing video? And I used to do video. 8, 9 o'clock. I used to reach office, finish all the work. Again, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I log out, and then 6 o'clock I go and search for charts, masal puri, bel puri, what shall I shoot. So every day for the first, for entirely 3 months, 3 months I did this.
yeah.
I slogged. I woke up every day morning 5:30, came back home by 9:30, and I used to do. I had a lot of content with me.
It's very
So if you do
tiring.
not, if you do not do this, don't expect any reach.
Yeah. As nice as it sounds to be a content creator and all that, it is very difficult, to manage both work and doing this. And unless and until you're very passionate about it, you won't expect any results. And yeah, thank you so much, sir. It was very, very informative. I hope you had a great time as well.
Yes, yes, Shruti. It was really nice uh, talking to you, and the interview was really good. Was
Thank
able
you.
to hope I was able to give a lot of information,
Yes,
whichever
of course.
is helpful to them.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.